Hey guys, in this video we will be going through Scholar job changes and addition that will be coming in 7.0 Dawn Trail. I had the privilege to finally attend a media tour and I thank Square Enix and the Final Fantasy XIV team for that. However, there is a little twist in this Scholar video as we have Momo to help us craft this one with his healing expertise. Now please note that this is the media tour build footage and everything you see in this video are subjected to final adjustment and or changes before Dawn Trail's release. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. On to you, Momo.
Thanks, Arthars, and thanks again to the Square Enix team for giving us the opportunity to produce a video like this. With that being said, let's see what Scholar has in store for us. Scholar and Dawn Trail didn't really get too much removed or changed. Energy drain still exists, which means the hierarchy system of Aether Flow still persists. Dissipation has also not been removed or changed in any way, meaning the fairy is still removed from combat and you still gain 3 Aether Flow as a reward for using it. There has also been minor potency changes to skills through the level 94 trait Tactician's Mastery, which increases the potency of Biolysis from 70 to 75 and Broil 4 from 295 to 310. The latter making the use of Ruin 2 more punishing since it did not get the potency upgraded. Now, moving on to new things Scholar obtained, starting with the level 92 trait Enhanced Chain Stratagem. After using Chain Stratagem, you will now get a buff that lasts for 30 seconds that enables you to use an ability called Baneful Impaction, which deals a total of 700 potency of damage over 15 seconds on and around the target used on. An upgrade for not only adding damage to our burst windows, but also for when we are running dungeons, making it feel less bad when we use Chain on a single target. The next upgrades we'll get are not only a cooldown reduction to Swift Cast at level 94, which lowers the recast time from 60 to 40 seconds, but also a potency upgrade through Tactician's Mastery, which increases the potency of our Biolysis and Broil. At level 96, we get a trait upgrade to Succor that changes the ability Succor to Concitation. Concitation seems to be a direct upgrade to Succor with very minimal changes to how the core skill works. The base potency stays the same at 200, but the shield portion is increased from 160 to 180%, which equals out to be around 40 potency, nothing too substantial and just a little boost to help out with whatever Dawn Trail throws at us. At level 98, Recitation is decreased to 60 seconds through the trait Enhanced Recitation, which enables more versatility of the ability instead of locking it mainly to a deployment tactics funnel. With this change, if there's an AoE 60 seconds before we want to use said deployment tactics, we can now use it freely on an Indomitability or Succor. This change not only increases Scholar's Aether Flow regeneration slightly, but also gives them a slightly better MP economy, as well as Recitation used on Succor or Adload negates the MP cost and more uses equals more MP. Now getting into the bread and butter of Scholar, their capstone ability Seraphism. Unlocked at level 100, Seraphism completely changes the way Scholar plays. It's a 3-minute cooldown that applies a 100 potency regen over the course of the duration of the skill, which ends up equaling out to a minimum of 700 potency over the 20 seconds. Not only this, but it also completely changes the effects of Succor and Adloquium to Accession and Manifestation, which in addition increases the base potency of the skills and makes them instant cast for the entire duration of Seraphism. But if you thought that was all, in combination with the above changes, it also reduces the cooldown of emergency tactics to 1 second, meaning under its effects, Scholar becomes a healing powerhouse for those 20 seconds. There is one restriction to the ability, however, and it's that it does not synergize with Dissipation, as it requires the fairy to be on the field to meet usage requirements. Now, it's safe to say that Seraphism is an absolutely insane ability. While locked to 180 seconds, it still fixes a lot of the issues that Scholars struggle with. Their healing output being on the lower side is absurdly increased in this window, not only by applying the passive regen, but also letting you spam massive potency AoE heals consecutively with the usage of emergency tactics. Their mobility issues while healing are also solved during this brief period as well. Gone are the days where if you wanted to heal on the move, your only solution was using Swiftcast. And while you can still do this, Scholars now have another option in their arsenal as well.
How do you feel about the new ability Seraphism? I personally think I would be using it quite a lot for emergency, but how do you see it?
Seraphism is an extremely crazy tool and in fact might rival even Neutral Sect in terms of being the most powerful healing tool in the game. Now whether you use it for emergencies or not depends on the context, and that's why the ability is so great. It's multifaceted and can be used in all avenues of gameplay, from progression to farm to optimization. Overall, Scholar hasn't really changed too much at all, and instead has only acquired fixes to some of its issues with the gain of Seraphism and the reduced cooldown of Recitation. Scholar moving into Dawntrail is going to be a mitigative powerhouse that specializes in applying shields through a variety of means while also being able to become a healing powerhouse every 3 minutes.
Big shout out to Momo for helping me craft this amazing video. It's always great to have an expert opinion as I'm just a casual healer. I'm sure he tried to cover as much as possible, but maybe he might be missing something. Let me know what you think in the comment section below and drop a subscribe. Also remember to check out the other media tour video in the playlist on screen or in the video description below. I'll see you in the next video, and thank you Momo again for the wonderful insights.